In the beginning, creation and the fall. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. The Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters, and God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God saw the light, that it was good, and God divided the light from the darkness. He called the light day, and the darkness night. God made the firmament and divided the waters. He called the firmament heaven. He gathered the waters under heaven into one place and made the dry land appear, calling it earth and the waters seas. He brought forth grass, herbs yielding seed, and fruit trees. God made lights in the firmament, the greater light to rule the day and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. He created every living creature, birds in the air, fish in the seas, cattle, creeping things, and beasts of the earth. And God said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion." So God created man in his own image. Male and female created he them. God blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth and subdue it." And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. On the seventh day, God ended his work and rested. He blessed the seventh day and sanctified it. The Garden of Eden. The Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. The Lord God planted a garden eastward in Eden, and there he put the man. Out of the ground he made to grow every tree that is pleasant to the sight and good for food, the tree of life also, and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. And the Lord God commanded the man, saying, "Of every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat of it, for in the day that thou eatest thereof thou shalt surely die." The Lord God said, "It is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him an help meet for him." He caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and took one of his ribs and made a woman, and brought her unto the man. Adam said, "This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man." And they were both naked, the man and his wife, and were not ashamed. The fall of man. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field. He said unto the woman, "Yea, hath God said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden?" And the woman said, "We may eat of the fruit of the trees, but of the fruit of the tree in the midst of the garden, God hath said, Ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die." And the serpent said, "Ye shall not surely die, for God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil." When the woman saw that the tree was good for food, pleasant to the eyes, and to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. Then the eyes of them both were opened, and they knew that they were naked. They sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons. They heard the voice of the Lord God walking in the garden in the cool of the day. Adam and his wife hid themselves. The Lord God called unto Adam and said, "Where art thou?" Adam said, "I heard thy voice, and I was afraid, because I was naked, and I hid myself." God asked, "Who told thee that thou wast naked? Hast thou eaten of the tree?" Adam replied, "The woman whom thou gavest to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I did eat." The Lord God said unto the woman, "What is this that thou hast done?" And the woman said, "The serpent beguiled me, and I did eat." God said unto the serpent, "Because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle. I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel." Unto the woman he said, "I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband." And unto Adam he said, "Because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, cursed is the ground for thy sake. In sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of thy life, till thou return unto the ground. For dust thou art, and unto dust shalt thou return." Adam called his wife's name Eve, because she was the mother of all living. The Lord God made coats of skins and clothed them, And the Lord God said, Behold, the man is become as one of us, to know good and evil. Therefore he drove out the man, and he placed at the east of the Garden of Eden cherubims, and a flaming sword which turned every way to keep the way of the tree of life.